What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel. And Modern Warfare 3 has a third mode in Zombies. We've made a couple videos on it before, but I wanted to make one today talking about, it could be a game changer for the community. Now, before you guys go in the comment sections and complain that round-based zombies is all I care about, well, round-based zombies is a Treyarch thing. It'll be coming with Treyarch's title next year, and we'll be getting it back then. So for the year, we're going to have to deal with this. And I think there's going to be a little bit of a sweet compromise that we'll talk about in this video between the DMZ experience and the zombie experience, knowing that DMZ is being left behind and not going to be updated or, anything new will be coming to that. But I truly think Zombies has a chance to be something that is very fun. Real quick, before we go any further, guys, if you want to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 3, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. We upload almost every single day here. We have a growing community that's got a bunch of really fun people. So, enjoy the video, boys. So, throughout DMZ's life cycle in Modern Warfare 2, it really became known as, the casual experience. And I even found myself at times playing it, doing, the boss battles and stuff, and having a ton of fun. Especially at those times when the game in Warzone or multiplayer was stale or too sweaty for me, and I just didn't want to try my ass off. I decided, let's take a chance and let's play some DMZ. And I have to admit, I have some of my fondest memories of Modern Warfare 2 doing DMZ and doing the boss battles and that kind of stuff. So I understand why the casuals kind of gravitated towards it and had fun. There were so many cool people that we met online while playing, and engagement wasn't always something that you had to get into. It was something you had to talk your way out of certain scenarios with VoIP and have some fun, and most of the time, you didn't even have to fight other players. It was more just surviving the map together, and that's why I think the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies has a very high potential to be a favorite towards the casual player base. Once we heard that DMZ was being left behind, and we were going into this new Zombies open world experience, a lot of the community was very upset, because they were like, oh, well, I want round-based zombies, and then DMZ was like, well, what about us? We're back here. So I think the happy compromise was to take the DMZ idea and take the Zombies idea and put them into one. I don't think Treyarch is going to allow any other studio to make round-based zombies anymore, especially with the past instances we've seen in other games of zombies that weren't Treyarch titles, and we realized they kind of sucked. So Treyarch is going to keep all hands on deck for that for the next game, which is next year for Treyarch, and we'll probably be seeing some amazing round-based zombies then. But for now, we're going to have to deal with this open-world thing, and honestly, the more I look into it, the more it looks like a lot of fun. So let's talk about that Zombies open world experience. A lot of the aspects from DMZ are going to be coming back: faction missions, side quests, main quests, but we're also going to be seeing different tier levels. We've talked about this before. The map's going to get increasingly more difficult as you go into the zones more, and I think that's something that teaming up with players online, talking to them through VoIP, is going to be something that's a interactive and fun experience that, you can only get in a mode like this. Now, the one thing I've said that can make or break this mode is if there isn't hordes of zombies and it's very slow and it just feels like not a lot's going on, kind of like Cold War's Outbreak mode did, it's not going to be fun. Cold War's Outbreak mode suffered because of not having a lot of content, not having a lot of things happening at once. You were fighting 1 to 2 zombies. I want hordes of zombies pushing me at times. The further I get in this zone, the more difficult it better get. And the round-based experience and everything that we've had in it is in this in a sense. It's just not in a round-based format. And let's be honest, the round-based experience can become monotonous. It can become boring. And if the maps aren't good and the Easter eggs have been completed, not a lot of people will touch zombies, and especially a casual community that doesn't grind that out. They're going to play it once or twice, look up a couple YouTube tutorials, and then probably never touch it again. Where this has a high replayability opportunity for them. This is something that the casuals can get behind and have fun with, and being able to play this with your friends and team up with up to 6 people is something that a lot of people are going to be excited for. You also have to look at this as it's going to have the round-based features. It's going to have the perks. It's going to have the ray gun, the pack-a-punch machine, the mystery box. It's going to have all the abilities. It's going to have all these kinds of things that made round-based what round-based is. And I've seen some people be like, well, you shouldn't be able to spawn into a game with a ray gun. Well, why not? It's a PvE experience. You should be able to spawn in with whatever gun you extracted with. And I don't think a lot of people are getting that there is like an extraction aspect to this mode. There's a life or death aspect to this mode. It's not just you run around and then you just get in a car and leave. Like, you have to extract, and we already know that the deeper in the zones it goes, the more intense those extractions are going to feel. And not to mention, there's some giant boss fight where they even have openly said, you're going to need the whole lobby to defeat it. So teaming up with a whole lobby, listening to them all yelling in VoIP is going to be something that's truly a new experience in Call of Duty. Honestly, I look forward to the mode. I feel like it's going to be something that's fun to play, especially once the monotonous grind of playing for camos and grinding weapons and getting them leveled gets old after a while. I'm going to be able to go hop on with my friends, make some content, and have fun. And I'm not going to lie, it's frustrating and annoying to go down to the comment sections every single day and hear people complain about zombies and just bitch and moan about what they don't like about Call of Duty. And it's as simple to say as if you don't enjoy the game, don't play it, but don't just crap on everyone else because they're having fun. I mean, if I played video games because I had to and they weren't for pleasure or for any kind of fun, I wouldn't play them. And right now, the reason I make content is because this is a hobby I enjoy. Making content, playing games with my friends, and being able to express what we do inside games is something that's fun to me. And if zombies can bring that out, that's all I care about. So if you guys hate that, then you hate that. And I'm sorry that your life is miserable, but that's on you. I'm not going to bring anyone down because of their opinions on zombies. And this isn't supposed to be a rant video, but kind of just wanted to get that out there. So we've heard also that the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies is going to be a direct tie to the campaign and the story, and this is why I think that this mode has more to it than just being a third mode or an extra mode. If we remember back during Modern Warfare 2019 in Verdansk, when the big boat arrived that made us nuke Verdansk with all the zombies on it, it was supposed to head here to Urzikstan, where we are currently playing this Outbreak mode, and I truly believe that what we're seeing is a glimpse of what would have happened if it wasn't controlled inside of Verdansk. This is what the Outbreak would have turned into if it wasn't had been nuked at the time. And I think that leads them to the opportunity to bring back Verdansk in the future. We know it's there in the campaign, and I've said this before, I don't believe they would just put the campaign and have Verdansk there and only in the campaign. I truly think that their end goal is to bring us back to a rebuilt Verdansk that looks different but still plays the same. And Urzikstan seems to be a fantastic map, and getting our hands on it on the release of the game will be nice because we're going to kind of get a feel for the Warzone map before we even get a chance to touch it. But I think there's more to this mode than just being a third mode. And that would go along perfectly with the return of Rebirth Island. If you remember the nuke event, you could see the nuke happen from Rebirth. It was there prepared, waiting for it to happen. And it would make sense that the return of Rebirth Island later in 2024 would also bring its big brother alongside of it in Verdansk. But I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I'm very excited for campaign early access. I can't wait to make those videos for you guys because it's something that's just going to be fun and we'll be able to have a good laugh with and just enjoy overall. Then we are about a week away from the official launch of Modern Warfare 3, so we'll be able to get that multiplayer experience and zombies, and we can really start cooking some content up for you guys. So appreciate all the love and support recently on the channel. You guys have been insane. We're closing in on 3,000 subs, which is something if you would have asked me 2 months ago, I would not have believed because we were at like 600. So you guys are amazing. I love you guys to death. I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, boys.